Hello, this is Ellie and Jupiter from the Burren Nature Sanctuary. We just wanted to give you a quick update on how our enrichment project is progressing. Last week I recorded behavioural observations of both Jupiter and Apollo without enrichment to establish a baseline that I can make comparisons to after the enrichment is completed. Here you can see Jupiter pacing up and down, which is known as a repetitive or stereotypical behaviour. So he can hear things going on outside, but he can't get out and see them, which is causing him quite a bit of stress and agitation. Same goes for Apollo. He knows the piglets are in next door and he wants to be inside with them, but he can't be in there all the time, so he spends a lot of time pacing up and down against that wall. So the first piece of enrichment that I introduced was a mirror, which I actually tested on the piglets first, and it just gives them the impression that there's another pig in the pen with them. Jupiter was very excited about the concept of this. Apollo didn't show as much interest, but at least we know Jupiter enjoyed it. And because it's been so hot, the pigs and the piglets all have paddling pools, but we just added in some yellow rubber balls for an extra bit of enrichment. We started off very simply this week with scatter feeding, which is just putting their food into different areas of their enclosure rather than in the same place. This encourages more foraging and exploratory behaviours, and it kept them occupied for hours. There were no repetitive or stereotypical behaviours recorded in either pig after this type of enrichment was introduced. Because of the hot weather, we also gave them some ice cubes, which they were a bit confused by at first, but I think in the end they were quite grateful for them as it really helped them to cool down. We also gave them some toys to play with this week, so we tried soccer balls, dog toys, their paddling pools with the balls, and also some different types of cardboard for them to shred up. They both particularly enjoyed the egg cartons because they're nice and soft for them, also milk and juice cartons. And Apollo got to test out a new splash mat, but I think he was a bit confused on where the water was actually coming from. We also tried puzzle feeders with them this week, so this is actually a dog toy, but both Jupiter and Apollo were very good at manipulating it to get the little pieces of food out of it. The milk carton was especially popular with Jupiter. I just drilled some holes into it and filled it with hay and their normal feed, and they both liked rolling it around on the ground to get the food out of it. I had another milk carton which I hung up on a rope. Jupiter had great fun with this. Apollo, on the other hand, decided that the rope was unnecessary and got the milk carton down on the ground to make life easier for himself. So I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll have another video next week with the other types of enrichment that we're going to be trying with the pigs.